this year. So I give him 50. It's going to be hard to knock those guys off.
Yeah.
One reason I put it so low, there's an old saying: you have two quarterbacks, you don't have one quarterback. They got three quarterbacks. They don't have one quarterback.
Yeah, but the problem is
their quarterbacks are
they can start on any team
yeah,
in the country.
The problem is their quarterbacks are so dang good. But
Warren's actually going to play receiver for him.
no, when he's playing. What did they say he was?
He's playing a Percy Harvin role.
Yeah, he's going to be playing running back, wide receiver, quarterback. He's just going to be playing all this retarded crap. And then you got the one guy who, the one big gigantic guy who looks like, he looks like Byron Leftwich. It actually looked like Byron Leftwich ate Byron Leftwich. That's how big this kid is. And you got him who's going to be sitting on the bench, and he's not going to be happy, but he knows he's only going to be there for 1 year. What I would have done if I was Urban, I'd have been like, look, here, big dog, this is what we're going to do. You're going to get hurt, and we're going to redshirt you your sophomore year. And you're just going to go on and we're going to use these two guys to play quarterback. If one of them gets hurt, we still got the other one to play quarterback. We're going to redshirt you because you have a bad pinky toe. Just go that way. And then you'll be able to come in next year and it's going to be your team from then on. But I just think something in this season is going to mess up for Ohio State. And that's why I got them at that. I still think they probably make the playoff. But I think they'll end up getting beat in the playoff. Yeah. Just like I thought Florida State would get beat in the playoff earlier. But Florida State should have lost damn 5 games last year.
Oh, Jesus, yes, they should have.
Which they should get used to because they'll probably lose that many this year.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I got Ohio State about 45-50%. It'll be interesting to see how they will do with J.T. Barrett being back now. And Cardell Jones did a good job, did a great job actually to get him and getting win the title and everything like that. So to me, they still got Elliott, who is a big, one heck of a bruiser running back. And
oh yeah.
So I mean, who they lost? Their receiver, Devin Smith. That's the only guy they really lost to the Jets. He got drafted to the Jets.
Yeah, they lost him.
So
they lost a couple of guys. They lost Michael Bennett.
Yeah.
Which Michael Bennett was destroying people.
Yes, he was.
Destroying people during the playoffs. Like Alabama couldn't run the ball just because of him. They couldn't run the ball. A lot of talk got done. What was the defensive end's name for Ohio State?
Joey Bosa.
Yeah, Bosa was getting all this love. Well, the reason he was able to do all this crap is because Bennett was taking up 6 people.
Yeah.
Bennett was legit taking up the whole offensive line by himself. That's the reason you're able to do all that stuff. When you have one of those big, gigantic dudes like that, you're able to blow up, and one guy's able to look good.
Right.
He ain't got him no more, so let's see how he does without him.
Steve, your thoughts on their quarterback situation? I want to hear your thoughts on it. Kevin went into it. I want to hear your thoughts on it.
On the Michigan quarterback situation, or
Ohio State with the
on Ohio's. Listen, I don't think they're going to be a drop off. Whoever they plug in is going to win immediately. You know what I mean? I don't think. I'm going to be honest. If Urban Meyer was to tell me that I had the red shirt, I'm gone.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to wait around. I'm not getting any younger. Why would I need to? When I know I can start anywhere else, I'm not going to do that. Braxton did the right thing by playing a different position, kind of like what Denard did. He wasn't going to make it as quarterback in the NFL, so now he's what? He's our starting running back for the Jaguars. Yep. So that was good on his part, but then again, here you go. You got 2 guys again that can start any team, and it's got to be a tough decision. Who got voted captain? I think Jones got voted captain on his team. So even though Meyer's not coming out saying he's not the starter, if you're not going to be voted captain and not start, that's how I see it. You know, so they're in a great situation, and from what I know, they got another kid that's pretty damn good too in the waiting.
And the big thing is with Ohio State and their quarterback situation, playing in that system, that Urban Meyer system, is huge.
Mm-hmm.
For especially got Urban looks for one type of dude to play his quarterback. A guy that can run, a guy that can run hard, and a guy that can throw a good deep ball.
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily have to be accurate.
Exactly.
But he can chuck it down the field.
You got to throw a good deep ball. Every single guy he's had in his system, mind you, a couple at Florida, could run his system beautifully.
Oh, yeah.
Run his system without, and that's the big thing with Herbs. He finds that quarterback that can run his system. I don't give a damn who you got behind him. As long as you got a solid offensive line and you've got one weapon, you don't even need a bunch. You get one weapon, you're dangerous. He was dangerous at Florida because he had 4,000 weapons at Florida. He's dangerous at Ohio State because he can get kids to come to Ohio State, and he has those weapons that come to Ohio State. You give Herb, and I might hate his guts, but I give him all the credit in the world that he does so much and does so well because he can get all of these really, 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 really good kids to come and play for him. Yeah, and that's the huge key. He's a great talent evaluator, and he's a great BSer into getting these kids to come to school.
Oh yeah.
And the good thing about him is he'll start you no matter how old you are. You come in and you're good, you're going to play.
That's how it should be.
And he don't care.
That's how it should be.
But that was the bad setback with Will Muschamp at Florida. If you came in and you was young and you was good, not going to let you in.
Basically, a sense of entitlement is what you had there.
Yep.
That was the problem that Michigan had. You had the guys that felt like it was their time to play because they waited. Didn't matter if they were better weren't as good as the younger guys. When the younger guys were better, they had to sit anyways. We played some guys that probably shouldn't have been seeing the field.
Yep.
And
we have guys at Florida that should have been seeing the field as freshmen and stuff. They just wasn't doing it. And because one, Will was so damn stubborn on the offensive side of the football that was his downfall. That's why you're going, is because you didn't want to do nothing on offense that was anything. You wouldn't let your offensive coaches be offensive coaches. You were trying to dictate how you wanted everything run, and now your ass is out the door. Mm-hmm. That's what you get because you wouldn't let people do what they're good at doing. You brought them in for a reason, let them do it. But you didn't do it. So you deserve every freaking thing you got. And that's how I view it. People were like, well, you beat Georgia, ain't you happy? I'm like, no, I still want the mother effer going.
He should have beat LSU.
He should have beat a lot of people. He should have beat he should have beat FSU if we could completed a 5-yard pass pattern.
Yeah.
We would have beat FSU. But because he was so crappy on his offensive end, we couldn't do it. I was like, you're a flipping moron.
All right, Steve, let me get your thoughts on this. Steve Spurrier criticized the Buckeyes out of conference schedule. You tend to agree with him on this, or I know you got their schedule up, but give me your thoughts on that.
Yeah, I agree with them. They do play soft schedules. I think here in the near future, I think they're going to get a little bit better with their scheduling. But every college knows, and everybody should know this, that they do this so far in advance. They know who they're scheduling. So when you're scheduling these cats that have no business playing you, and you're making it that week, I mean, to me it sounds like you're padding it to where your guys won't be as tired towards the end of the season as for guys who have that rough schedule, who have the toughest schedule, who will go out there and will take that beating. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so they know their schedule. So, good for Steve Spurrier, even though he's still the same old ball coach that will speak his mind. and I love it. I do. But yeah, they do play a soft schedule. And I've been saying it for a very long time, man. They do. But I think here in the next couple of years, I think they're going to be playing Texas or somebody in that nature. They're going doing a home and home, and so they're. I think Ohio's trying to get better, but I agree with him.
He was goddamn right, is what he was.
Yeah,
he was right. He was right. They suck. Hawaii, Northern Illinois, Western Michigan, and then if you have a soft conference, don't schedule a bunch of softness to go around your soft conference.
Exactly.
Schedule something big to go along with your soft conference. There's a reason why the SEC schedules soft people around their conference, because their conference is hard as fuck. There's a reason we don't schedule everybody, even though that's changing as well. In the next few years, everybody's going to be playing. That opening game is going to be rough for a lot of people. It's going to be big. 2017, I know we play Michigan in the opening game in Jerry World, which may be my visit to Jerry World. You never know. But I'm like, you have to know if you play in a very weak conference, you've got to start playing better teams. And you have to. Especially with the way the playoffs are going to start going and stuff like that, you're going to have to start playing better teams. The only reason Ohio State made it into the playoffs last year is because it was fresh on everybody's mind that they beat the living dog mess out of whoever, or who did they beat the last game of the season? Wisconsin. No, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Wisconsin, they just annihilated.
Dismantled them.
Yeah, they annihilated Wisconsin, and that was the last thing people saw. So they were like, oh, we've seen it. Let's go ahead and put them in because we just saw them annihilate these guys.
Gotcha.
But they do play a soft schedule. I agree with Spurrier. I love Spurrier because he don't give a flying crap. He's old as dirt now. He don't care. He does not care. He did it when he was younger. He didn't care.
Didn't care.
He has not changed. And that is I will love him forever. You will never get me to hate Steve Spurrier. I never hate Steve Spurrier because he come on to football. He come on last night and he was like, look, we played in this little bitty bowl, but we played Miami. He goes, and the Gator in me wanted to beat Miami.
I love it. You know, and that's what's so great. You know, and the thing about him is he'll tell you if his team stunk. He will.
Exactly.
Even if and I love it. And he's like, well, you know, I think we could have been a better quarterback. We stink, and we were pretty good today. I'm like, I love this guy's not pulling any punches.
He was
you
like,
gotta love this guy. He tells you how it is, man.
He was like, damn, we suck. And they were like, Steve, why'd you switch quarterbacks? Because I had to. They were stealing. The best one was when they were playing Florida State, and they go, why'd you keep switching quarterbacks? He goes, because they stole our signs. He goes, they over there, they had our signs. So I was like, well, let's not do signs. Let's just switch the quarterback in and out so we don't have to do no signs. It worked. That's what we did. He goes, and you could tell they stole our signs because as soon as Doug gave Quizzy that little thing and Quizzy ran the out route, he was wide open. So you knew they stole the signs because they thought he was going to run a little distance. And I'm like, I'm like, oh, you dumbass. And then he called him Free Shoe University. You can't spell citrus without UT. Oh, it was amazing. You will never get me to hate that guy. I love that man.
That's funny. All right, I think we're done talking about Ohio State.
Yay!
Are we okay with that? Can we move on from talking about Ohio State? I'm sure that make both of y'all happy. All right. Let's move on and talk about...
I'm amazed he even said Ohio State.
the story of the offseason. Jim Harbaugh going back to his alma mater in Michigan. I'm going to go ahead and let Steve take the floor and give me your thoughts about this. And I know personally what you think, but you got to let the people know what you are on your mind about this. And take the floor, sir.
Well, for about a month before he even came back, I don't know if you guys know who Joe Coward is, local voice for 1010.
Oh, God, yeah.
I've been telling him for a month. I told him for a month straight, Jim's coming home. Jim's coming home. And let me tell you, I don't think anybody was believing that crap. The NFL wasn't believing nobody. Everybody, we were openly mocked. That's how bad it was. You know, and it was bad enough that our school was getting laughed at quite a bit, but even more so the fact that we were trying to get Jim Harbaugh to come back. Well, guess what? Michigan beats the NFL. Jim comes home. You know, so I've been banging that drum for a while, and it happened. So it was a great day in college football. You know, I think it's going to be great times. He brings a lot to the damn table, man, and I don't think anybody can dispute what this guy has done. He is borderline psychotic. Crazy.
Yeah, that's why I like you.
But the dude knows how to get the best out of his players. I mean, look what he did for a 49ers team.
Amazing.
That was 8-8. I mean, maybe average at that. Sometimes they were 7-9.
Uh-huh.
Then another year, bad year before that, and then I